I'm going to be flesh setting a diamond and making this into just like a little necklace. And I'm going to use, where's this bentonite clay? Do you know where that is? It's in here. I used bentonite clay to mount this silver. It's fine silver, which means it's pure silver. I would use gold, but I don't have that much of it right now. So this is bentonite clay, and it's, see, you have to have 150 degrees Fahrenheit water, hot water, and then you pour some of the beads in it, and it heats it up, and then you can pretty much mount something anywhere. You can mount anything you want with it. I'm going to be using this Vibora Flex Shaft grinder. It's not. I'm not sponsored by them, and I'm not affiliated by them in any way. But I will add a link down in the description below for the bentonite clay and the Vibora, and those. Well, I guess those would be sponsored links, but they're not. I don't know if they have any discounts on there right now. So will you see if the Vibora thing has got a discount going on right now?
What?
Vibora Flex Shaft grinder on Amazon. See if it has anything for. See if it's on sale. Sometimes they have them on sale. But like I don't have a code or anything, but I do have a sponsored link that I will get 10% of every sale. So I put a, what now? Yeah, they're like $56. They're on sale right now. So I'll just stick that in the link in the description box below. And they have a foot pedal and can go different speeds. Can you grab that candle for me real quick? So, stop, H. It comes with this. And then you just put this in here and turn it. And you can change the bit out. And you can use any size bit that you want to use. So I'm just going to use an old candle and lube my this ball up. Well, what this does is it just keeps it from making burrs and getting stuck.
Hmm.
Okay, so maybe I need to move this just down just a little. So what I'm doing is just making a little divot right here.
What?
Okay, so I have a small divot there, and then I'm going to come in with this burr. It's a flat burr. So I have to change these out. Now this one has to go straight up and down, so I may have to move the camera angle. Yes, I have SpongeBob shoes my daughter gave me. So my daughter gave me those. So I kind of like them. So I just went around the house in them. So like little house shoes. I don't know how good I'm going to be able to get this angle. So I'm just going to hurry up and do this one, okay? So if you do this, you can do it with a ball burr or whatever you want to use. But I need to put candle wax on it. Just like an old old candle that I just leave sitting. So it's got dust all over it. So this is really thick metal. And I'm working with, it's like a 3mm diamond. This is 2mm. So I'm just going to try and cut this out myself. I don't want to make it too big. It's almost there. This is about a 3mm diamond. It's about 3mm thick. And it is rose cut. I'm just going to keep going until I can see that I have enough space for the diamond to fit down in there. But it almost fits. So when I'm done, I will follow this where I accidentally brushed the top of the surface of the metal. Or I can give it a brushed silver look.
Right. Almost done. Give me a few more minutes.
If this metal is not thick enough to do a flush setting, I'll put a thin bezel on it. This is a white diamond, and it's got like it's a white diamond. White diamonds are white because they have all the colors in them. Okay, so it's fitting down in there pretty nicely now. I'll just pull it out.
Almost.
So I just like to keep my, like all the silver, scrap silver that I can muster. Okay, so I'm gonna put this diamond back in here. I'll probably make a ring to go with this too. I'm gonna make a ring to go with it. So I also need to cut the shape out. But now that I have this, hang on, I might drill one more hole and put like a purple, a little ruby in there. So it will be a diamond and a ruby. But I don't know. This one is a different. Maybe I'll just leave this one just straight diamond, and then the next one I'll put this little ruby in there. It's like got a blue tint to it, like a bluish colored tint to it. So in order to get this out, I have to pop it off of the metal. So I just stuffed it down in these two holes. And then I'm gonna go and get this out of here. So you can either use heat or just pop it out. Should just be able to just pop it out. No, I'm gonna be, I don't want to bend it. So I'm just gonna go heat this water up for 1 minute. I'll cut the metal out. I'm gonna cut the metal out, and then I will file this down, and then I'll put the metal back into this, and then we'll finish setting the stone.
Yeah, just a few more minutes. A few more minutes.
So I'm gonna take a break for a second and then let this change, because it's gotta it's gotta turn clear, and then I'll be able to pull the metal out. And I need it again too, so I'm gonna scoot it over here so it don't steam our lens up, okay? But you should still be able to see it. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Really? Huh? Just a little bit. You know. A few minutes.
I can't see chat if anybody asks any questions because of the clampy thing. Sticky. Usually it's not that sticky. So I'm just gonna keep playing with this, just like slime or something, until I get all the plastic off.
Some people say hi.
Oh, hi.
Karen Boyd said, shout me out, please.
Who did?
Karen Boyd.
Karen Boyd. Hey, Karen Boyd. Shout out to Karen Boyd. Welcome, guys. So I've almost gotten all the metal off. So I don't know if your metal ends up not being thick enough for this little lip thing to have formed down in there, then you can always put a piece on the back there. And mine maybe to no, it is trying to go through. This way you can see it because there's still the back is not completely smooth on any of them because they are hand cut diamonds. So this looks pretty good. Daddy, is that my coffee? Now I'll be using a grommet to put some fishtail prongs on the sides, I think. So shiny. Now this is a white diamond. It's like a little grayish white diamond. I bought 30 grams of diamond, but they are so small to be 30 grams. 30 grams, and there are 8 of them, and they're little tiny diamonds that weigh 30 grams. some gemstones way different than others too. It's according to the type of material they're made from. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to cut this off right here. I'm going to make like a little, it's like a little baby dog tag shape is what I'm going to make. I was going to make like a circle one, but I think the dog tag shape will do. So I'm just taking a break for a moment. You're going to need a jeweler's saw next. Now I'm just going to put this in here. It picks up everything. So it changes color. So I just will throw mine away, like my betanol clay. We'll just like recycle it. Okay. Okay. You're also going to need a very fine tooth file. So I have a Nielsen somewhere. I think it's Nielsen. Oh, it's over here. Nicholson. They're Nicholson files. That's what these are my Nicholson files. And I have this one is marked with a cross, a blue cross, because I'll cut silver, precious metals on one side, and then the other side is just normal. Now, I learned this from one of my friends to make those marks. It's the dust that comes off of it can be different metals too on each side, and you don't want those mixed up. Okay, so since I'm making like a oval, well, it's like a pill shape, I guess. Since I'm making that type of shape, I'm just going to cut it right here. Now I have these, and I need my other ones, so. I got a brand new pair, and these can be sharpened and polished, like you can sharpen them and everything, but you have to oil them. I use red and tacky, just like normal red and tacky grease. So I'm just going to mark this. This part's going to come off. And then, so I don't want it to be too big. So I'm just going to mark a straight line right there. And get my line over here. Now, if I need to make it deeper, I can put the 999 or fine silver mark on the back. So I could solder this on there. On the back. Now I do have some gold that I'm going to melt down into a little ball, and then I'm going to smush it, and then I'm going to solder it to like right here probably. Anyways, I'm going to cut. First I have to lube my saw, and I'm just going to use this old candle to lube my saw. This actually lasts longer than that one stuff. I usually use a different kind of stuff to saw with, but this is all I have right now. And I also usually have a bucket that I put right here but I don't have time to do all that right now. I keep getting snags. So now I have this. It's got my flush setting in it. And I also have this. So I'm probably just going to be doing some fall work here. I'm just going to get a piece of paper. Some construction paper here. So I may use a brush, one of my brushes, my polishing brushes in a different grit to get the rest of this off here. Or I could just do brush work. I'll probably just polish it. It is handmade, so. So I don't want to take too much metal off because what holds it in, I don't want to mess with that. So I'm just tapping my brush here to get all that off. And then I want to flatten this edge out here. See, so I'm going to mark it. I could probably just saw that. I don't know though, because Might need a clamp. So I'm just filing this into a round circle, half round circle, I mean. I'm live. He's out. I think they went for a walk. Do you need anything, Tina? Can I help? Is this something I can help with? Now, file teeth point up. So when you're filing, you have to file in a downward motion. I mean, like you don't have to, but it prolongs the life of your file. Now, if I push hard enough, yeah, it goes a bit faster. Oops. That a 0.5 carat imperfect natural diamond is worth $23,032 or $23,032.80. Whew, that's intense. It's for a white natural diamond. It is set in silver, but the diamond is what's most important. And it's going to have gold too. So, like if I could set it in pure gold, I probably would. I have a different one that would look nice set in rose gold. $23,032.80. That is just for the stone alone. That doesn't include like any work hours or anything. It doesn't include the price of metal, nothing like that. Which is not, the price of the metal is not much compared to how much that thing is worth. What did I do with that little? Maybe I will put this little ruby in there too. I think this one's for silver on this one. This has a different file. I'm going to use I'll probably use this ball burr. I need something to drill a hole in the top here. I'll probably use a 1mm heart burr just to get that hole drilled into the top of this piece. In order to drill the hole, I'm going to draw some lines. So these are barely just, don't put any weight or pressure on it. This right here, I think could be the center. Okay, go heat this water back up. Taking a caramel apple break while this heats up. Why is it taking forever? Like caramel and chocolate. Getting there. Baby, you eat apple? Mm-hmm. Or you just want the chocolate? Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to save myself here. I'm just squashing it down in here so that I can drill one more hole here. And I need to just push like a little lip of the vegetable clay. Just like up around it there. So it's kind of holding it in like some prongs or something. Now I just need to wait on this to dry just a little. So a heartburn, it's kind of shaped like, I don't know, it's kind of shaped like a little heart. So I just have to wait on it to dry. I have no patience sometimes. Okay, so while this dries, I'm just going to try and chill for a minute. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Don't smoke. Guys, don't smoke cigarettes. I made drill 3 prong holes in there and soldered some prongs down in there instead of flush setting it. I don't have like a microscopic camera either to show them how to do the fishtail thing on each side.
That's cool.
If I soldered the back plate on, I could go deeper. And I don't have a hammer attachment for this just yet, but I found one for like 20 some dollars. And you can go around the setting, all the way around it, and it hammers the metal up into place. But I have to do it by hand if I don't have that. Or you could do the fishtail thing. I could do the fishtail. It's like it just pushes the metal up onto the edge, over the edge of the stone. Is all it does. And if you use that, then make sure you know the density of your stone. Now, a diamond is pretty hard to crush or crack, so because it's like a 10, it's like the highest on the Mohs scale. The Mohs scale is what we use to measure density of a stone and how hard it is. So it should be dry enough because it's turned white now. And I'm just going to drill a hole straight through this so that I have something to hold, on to the chain with. So it's moving around under there, but I'm just going to have to hold it in place to drill. It gets hot, so be careful if you can actually get third-degree burns by holding your metal in place while using a Dremel. That is no joke, y'all. See, it's heating the stuff up around it. Okay, so evidently you don't need hot water to heat fentanyl clay. Maybe it's just where it wasn't all the way dry. patient and let this completely dry. Maybe I could use this ball burr. This is a 3mm ball burr though. So that puts that diamond at 3.2 millimeters wide. 3 millimeters thick. I wanted the back to be open so that you can see the back of the stone and see straight through it. So I'm going to attempt to set it with the back open first. Oh, I got pendant clay dried on my nail. Oh boy. Usually pendant clay is not, I've never had pendant clay be that messy. So I'm just going to go in with this ball burr first, again. If I can find my thingy that opens it. I'm just using the edge of the ball burr, so it's not going to hurt the measurements any. Oops, that's the wrong one. That would, because it's actually got a flat top. This is still transparent, so I'm just going to leave it alone. This is 2 millimeters. That would take like a 20 gauge wire though to make a jump ring for that. I just want like a thick chunky jump ring for the bell, which is what holds the stone in. So I got the hole through and now I'm just opening it up. This is really only just like one use kind of stuff. But if you don't mind if it turns gray, then you know that's fine too. Like if you don't have the money, you can recycle it. Don't matter what color it is, as long as it functions right. Really want to put that one purple rock right there. It's like reddish purple. In the sun, it's red, and then it's got different colors. That cool. It just look really pretty right there, or maybe down here.
What?
And I want to make sure that there's enough metal on each side to set both stones. Done. Jersey. She is bad. Jersey bad. Sorry, I'm just thinking for a second here. I may take a break and finish setting it tomorrow in the morning at 1 o'clock. So we will have done half of it. And then I also have to come up with something to go on the front.